Language is a thing that connects us like nothing else. Without language, we would be unable to communicate our needs, wishes, fears, and feelings. During all 4 of my years at high school, I was part of my school's ASL class and club. During so, we talked and learned exclusively in ASL, hoping to in some way gain the knowledge of what it would be like to not be able to hear. Every Friday, we'd watch a movie without the sound on and try to lip read and understand what was happening during the film. While lip reading, it was always impossible to understand the dialogue and scene of the movie in the same way that a hearing individual could when they hear the soundtrack. By trying to understand, we found that there has to be another system for watching the movie, bringing around the use of open captions. Deaf individuals have a tight-knit community that feels like it should be equal to that of the hearing. The deaf community has an amazing culture. For instance, they have their own traditions, slang, schools, and pastimes. Anytime there's a new invention to help the deaf, it is often seen as a threat to their community because it perpetuates the idea that there is something wrong with its community members and that they are something that needs to or can be fixed. When recently Regal Cinemas put forth a solution to the problem of miscommunications during movies, the deaf and hearing worlds had very different opinions on the matter. The closed captioning glasses to help the deaf, hard of hearing, and blind community members have both their positives and their negatives with varying opinions of if it should exist at all. One branch of this idea started with a 17-year-old boy named Danny France. France found inspiration in Google Glass so that he could talk to his hearing-impaired father, but eventually came to the conclusion that there wasn't any way to communicate using the system. France said, "I started messing around with Google Glass, seeing if I could do some sort of closed captioning function, but after 6 months it became obvious that there was no way to do that effectively using Glass." After discovering that it wasn't possible to use the Google Glass infrastructure, he decided to build his own system from a Raspberry Pi microcomputer, a voice recognition system, and a display adapted from one he acquired on an online tech forum. This same idea is being used by Regal Cinemas to accurately communicate the storytelling of the movies to individuals that are blind or deaf. Sony is the company behind these revolutionary glasses and has it all synced with a digital projector through a wireless receiver. The receiver takes the words and projects them onto the glass in the frames. For blind or hard of hearing individuals, headphones and neck loops can plug into this receiver to deliver audible and descriptive cues as to what is happening on the screen, or to increase the volume for assistive hearing. These glasses are a type of closed captioning, unlike open captioning, which is for the whole audience to see.